In December 2017, Logan Paul shocked the world.
This isn't a joke, guys.
Just 5 years later, Logan reached a new career high and has compounded success after success for the last year and a half since then. How does someone redeem themselves so well? And was this his plan from the very beginning? Back in 2007, Logan Paul started his very first YouTube channel with his brother Jake, marking a pivotal moment in YouTube history.
Logan, get out of here!
That channel never really amounted to much, but it built an interest in Logan to create videos online. Later on, in 2013, Logan created his Vine account, which was the catalyst that built his career as an influencer. His videos were all over the map, from comedy to skits and more, which attracted a large audience on Vine. Throughout high school, he continued creating content on Vine, eventually going to study for an industrial engineering degree at Ohio State University. While in college, Logan started his main YouTube channel and began posting content there, eventually leaving college in 2014 to pursue social media full-time. Despite this, he wasn't super well known yet, so in 2016 he began pursuing an acting career, as Vine was in the process of shutting down. It was also at this time that Logan started his daily vlog series documenting his day-to-day life and the fun things he was getting up to.
What is up, people of the internet? My name is Logan Paul and welcome to my vlog channel.
His big hit to the mainstream came in 2017 from a music video he put out called Help Me Help You to his second channel. That video currently has over 250 million views. Throughout 2017 though, Logan would develop quite a divisive character online, being loved by some and absolutely hated for others for his over-the-top character and sometimes ridiculous stunts. And both him and his brother Jake faced a lot of backlash for so overtly selling to their audience, which was predominantly kids under the age of 18. All things considered, Logan had certifiably made it to the mainstream. He was as big as you could be on YouTube, but that wasn't gonna last forever. In late December of 2017, Logan Paul vlogged his trip to Japan. Throughout the vlogs, people were noting how culturally insensitive he was being from his various stunts.
Pokeball. Charizard? Wait, is that? I'm gonna catch you. I choose you!
All of this culminated on December 31st of 2017 when Logan posted a video going to the Okigahara forest near Mount Fuji, a location well known as the Suicide Forest.
I think there's someone hanging right there. I've seen things I can't unsee.
We found a dead.
Claiming he was doing so to raise awareness for suicide prevention, Logan's actions crossed a major line and sent shockwaves across online and traditional media, with tons of creators sharing how offensive this was to them.
YouTube star Logan Paul is facing the fallout after posting a video that showed the body of an apparent suicide victim.
And the backlash was massive.
Logan Paul tore apart his reputation just by posting one singular video, and somehow he only managed to make it worse. On February 8th of 2018, just 1 month later, YouTube removed monetization from Logan's channel, preventing him from earning anything from YouTube. They did this claiming a pattern of repeated behavior. This is because he continued to make poor choices of what was appropriate to post on the YouTube platform. From tasing dead rats to pulling a live fish out of water to, quote, give it CPR and more, Logan truly went off the rails. This was rock bottom. It truly could not get any worse, and people were very angry. Just 1 year later, on December 29th of 2018, Logan put out a video reflecting on his year. He spoke about the early part of the year and the level of self-sabotage he had reached.
As I fell more and more out of touch with reality, I couldn't trust myself. I wouldn't send my team the videos for a review, I didn't listen to my friends, and I refused to adapt my content. It was the highest degree of self-sabotage.
But realizing where he was as a person was hardly even a first step for Logan. Because the only thing harder than building a platform in the first place is trying to make them like you again after you make a huge mistake. From interviews with Casey Neistat all the way to Good Morning America, Logan spent a lot of time trying to rebuild his reputation by making himself look reformed. But this really caused people to push back even more. How can you be reformed in just a matter of 6 months or less? Then Logan put out a documentary about suicide awareness, which was a start in getting some people to trust him again. But this was just the start of a very long process of showing people what he was learning as he was learning to try and demonstrate that he was putting in the work. Along the way, there was 2 massive catalysts that changed the course of Logan's redemption, that being his podcast and his fight with KSI. Starting with KSI, Logan was challenged by him at the end of his fight against Joe Weller in early 2018.
Jake Paul, Logan Paul, any of the Pauls, I don't care. Bring it!
Giving Logan a platform to be punched in the face was one of the best ways for people to see what they wanted after he made a shame of all the YouTube creators. Not to mention that it allowed haters to see him in a new light under a new identity. On top of that, Logan launched his podcast Impulsive with his friends Spencer and Mike back in 2018. His first episode showed exactly the evolution arc that he was on, interviewing a sex therapist in a mature way, appealing to a new audience that was much older than his previous vlog audience. Over the last 4 years, Logan has put up nearly 350 episodes, interviewing stars from Shaq to Mr. Beast, Jordan Belfort, Howie Mandel, and more. These mature conversations reshaped the way people saw Logan Paul. And because of that, throughout 2019, Logan was able to reshape his online identity. So when COVID hit in 2020, Logan was stuck at home with his friends, providing him a great opportunity to demonstrate the new version of Logan Paul throughout this period to people who wanted content. The vlogs were far more mature, and they were built to appeal to the same audience as his podcast. So he started vlogging regularly, documenting his life, giving people something to look forward to throughout the pandemic lockdowns. And on top of that, he became a massive figure in the world of Pokemon at its peak popularity, building a name for himself in an industry he'd never even explored before. All of this allowed him to recreate who he was online. And in 2021, Logan Paul completed his redemption arc. This fight blurred the line between mainstream and online content and allowed Logan to be seen in the ring with one of the best boxers in history. This was the redemption arc for Logan Paul. This fight sealed the deal, and this match changed his name forever. Logan has been able to earn back the trust of the people who lost faith in him back in 2017. It's taken quite a long time, but his business moves this last year have proven that point. The biggest example of this is Prime, his product he released with KSI.
We are on the cover as Prime Hydration employees.
Let's move some product.
KSI was one of Logan's biggest and loudest haters throughout the last few years, driven by the mistakes he made back in Japan.
And now you're starting to realize that you lost. And you just can't take it, can you?
Their partnership in creating this product closed a chapter that he'd opened in one of the lowest moments of his career. And if his loudest hater was able to forgive him for his actions, the quietest haters should also be able to see the start of a new perspective. Not to mention that KSI and Logan Paul partnering up creates a new collective enemy for those who love and hate Logan Paul, Gatorade. They're attempting to go against one of the longest running and biggest brands in hydration, connected to some of the biggest sports leagues in the world. At this point, Prime currently has around the same amount of followers on Instagram as Gatorade, despite only being a few months old, while Gatorade is worldwide and has been around since 1965. Prime is sure to start to dominate in markets unseen by the world of creators before. Outside of Prime, Logan started 2 other businesses this year, one being his 99 Originals NFT project, which is effectively an exclusive community for his biggest supporters. And on top of that, he also launched Liquid Marketplace, which is a way for his fans to get involved in the trading cards and collectibles he was so interested in. These moves have established Logan less as an irresponsible content creator and more as a business mogul, someone making calculated moves to be responsible in the mainstream. Despite making some serious mistakes 5 years ago, Logan has spent a lot of time learning and growing publicly, and his redemption proves a really important point about the outcomes of cancel culture. Encouraging people to grow is a very important thing. Forgiveness helps encourage people to learn, and if we never forgive, will anyone ever care to try and be better? With all of that being said, without boxing, there's no chance that Logan would have had his redemption arc. So if you want to learn more about YouTube boxing and the future of live events on YouTube, watch this video right here. If you haven't already, I would love it if you could subscribe and like this video. And until next time, have a great week. Bye.